In this video, we're going to take a look at how you can use potentiation to enhance training and competition. In the last video, I talked about how you can potentiate sprint speed by doing downhill drills and sprints, and we had success with that, as I showed in the video, in terms of improving 20-meter fly times. I had a lot of questions come into the channel in the light of the video, so in this video we're going to take a look at some of the questions, and I'm going to provide you some answers that will hopefully clarify how to best use potentiation for training and for competition. Okay, the first response came from Frankie Pettit, and he asked how you could translate the lack of a downhill sprint facility, i.e. a gradient, before a competition, and what you could do to get the same potentiating effect. Well, if you're really lucky, you could find a track where there is a downhill sprint area. For example, the one where we go warm weather training in Faro in Portugal actually has a downhill sprint track. So you could use that to potentiate your on-flat sprinting. However, in most cases, such a facility would not be available. So what can you do? Well, not only is downhill running a potentiating mechanism, so too are various other related to sprinting and jumping exercises. In the main, these are full body dynamic movements, such as jump squats, for example. So doing jump squats, holding relatively heavy weights, could be a potentiating means. If you don't have weights with you, then simply doing pulls and jump concentric squats could assist you as well from a potentiating perspective. Generally speaking, the research indicates that for mature athletes in terms of training years with a good level of strength training behind them, that heavy loads are needed to potentiate. So this means that not only could you use jump squats, for example, but you could do cleans, snatches, high pulls, etc. with a weight around 80% of your 1 rep maximum to also get a potentiating benefit. Another option are plyometrics. So drop jumps, jumps in place, bringing the knees up to the chest, tuck jumps, for example. You're recruiting a lot of musculature in doing that, a lot of fast twitch muscle fiber as well, and you're using the brain neural signaling to fire those muscles, which is what potentiation is based on. So whether you're using a weights exercise or a plyometric exercise, you need to connect with the exercise. You need to be full on committed to its performance. Now, in terms of how long does the potentiating effect last, research varies. Some say a matter of hours, some indicate potentially even 24 hours. I do know of some elite jumpers who will weight train the day before a competition in order to create a potentiating effect the next day, and also a specific muscle tone. Ivana Spanovic, for example, does do a preparatory weight session the day before a competition to create a desired muscle tonus as it's called, but that would also have potentially a potentiating effect as well. It's important not to overdo potentiation if you're new to it, and in particular if you're trying it in a competition environment. You need to work out what works for you. So if it's plyometrics that fire you up, then use plyometrics. If it's weights that have that same effect, then use weights. It will require some experimentation in training to find out what works for you. Arvin Kaipur asked whether or not doing lots of downhill sprints on a regular basis will lead to permanent changes in the neuromuscular system, i.e. and increased sprint speed. In my response to him, I suggested that it's not just the downhill sprinting that's the beneficial aspect, but the intent, the potentiating effect that's going to increase the neuromuscular stimulation, which will translate into enhanced sprinting. And to do that, you will probably need to sprint on the flat as well. As I showed you in my video, when we did the downhill sprints, the guys weren't actually running faster. They felt that they might be, their cadence maybe have been a bit quicker, and their neural system would have been fired up to try to run faster, but due to biomechanical issues, they weren't actually running faster. However, when they translated their sprint speed to on the track timed runs, they were running very close to their PBs, if not running PBs. So it's more about the translatory effect of the potentiating activity over time on sprint speed, or indeed on another aspect of power. I say another aspect of power because in a previous video on the channel I looked at the potentiating benefits of loaded jump squats on increasing vertical velocity in the long jump, i.e. at takeoff, and we found over a number of sessions and with a number of athletes that a protocol of 3 to 4 sets of 4 to 5 jump squats between 3 to 4 jumps actually did improve vertical velocity, so the jumpers were able to gain more height off of the board. Basically, your potentiating activity can improve various aspects of your sprinting and your jumping. So if you potentiate your workouts, then you're going to get various designated effects, beneficial effects from them. Well, I hope the information I provided in this video will help increase your understanding of how to use potentiation to improve your sprinting and your jumping. If you have any specific questions, then do leave them in the section below this video or through my other social media. And do check out the members area of the channel. Go to the home page on your desktop and click on the join button to see the offers. For example, at coach athlete level, you get access to exclusive videos. And as usual, do subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification icon so that you'll be notified as to new content when I upload it. And do give this video a thumbs up. And as I always say, good luck with your training and any competitions you've got coming up. Interested in the extremely portable and accurate FREELAP timing system, then do drop me a message. The system is accurate to 2/1000 of a second and can time end times and split times.